If I could go back to a year ago when I was over 235 pounds, pre-diabetic, and just lacking discipline altogether, there are so many things that I would do differently. Losing over 60 pounds naturally literally just changed not just my body, but it changed my entire life. I literally feel like I'm in the Matrix and my eyes have been open. And if I was starting all over again from day one, okay, these are the exact things I would do to build confidence, lose weight, and develop discipline. Let's get into it. For me, I really just approached it as this was a lifestyle, right? I wasn't going on a diet. It wasn't a fad. It wasn't something I was going to do for 2 weeks. It was something that I was embracing wholeheartedly. And to be honest, I just was sick and tired of being ordinary, being stagnant, going kind of through my life day to day, very mundane, not just doing anything out of the ordinary. And for me, it was about being extraordinary and wanting to step into my power. And I just had to show up as this woman that I wanted to be. And me doing what I was always doing wasn't getting me there, right? For me, it was just like a complete mindset shift. I stopped talking negatively to myself, right? I would affirm myself constantly during workouts. I'd be like, I'm so strong. I'm so beautiful. I got this. And it really, the positive self-talk really did help. And I just had to kind of trick myself into showing up for myself. I know that there are people watching this that don't want to be where they currently are. Honestly, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if that is you, and if I'm speaking directly to you, you know who you are. It's time to make a change, and you can do it. You just have to have the mindset and talk to yourself knowing that you can do it. After I, started to tackle my mind, the next thing that really helped me was walking. Walking up to 10,000 steps a day burns up to 400 to 500 calories, you guys. So that's where I started. I started walking around my neighborhood with my dog. Walking 10,000 steps a day can burn up to 400 to 500 calories, you guys, depending on your weight and pace. And here's why that matters. To lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. That's just facts. We'll touch more about that later. Walking is an easy way to get there without feeling like you're overdoing it. But I get it. For beginners, walking 10,000 steps, that sounds like such a daunting number. You're like, how in the heck am I going to do that? You can break it up. First thing is I would get a smartwatch. My husband got me this as a gift, and I will include it in my Amazon storefront, and it literally keeps track of all my steps. I would start there because I think it's easier to stay motivated and kind of track your progress if you have some type of watch that can track your walking steps. I also think that you can track on your phone within Apple, if you have an Apple, where you can track your steps, but you need something to quantify how much you're walking. And there are ways to make this more manageable, you guys. Like, intentionally park further away, right? If you're going to get groceries, if you're going to the mall, wherever you're doing, a lot of us try to get the closest parking spot, right? Out of convenience. Park further away and walk. Those steps add up. 10,000 steps is about an hour and a half, so you could split that up. Usually, I would walk my dog for around 45 minutes around the neighborhood, and then I would walk them again for another 45 minutes. And then I have a walking pad as well that I bought from Amazon. It's linked in my Amazon storefront. I'll include in the description below. But you can walk inside your house as well. I know everybody doesn't have the greatest weather, but walking is going to change the game for you. 10,000 should be your goal, but you can go higher. Walk to music. Dance while you walk. Walk to the sounds of on the TV screen of nature. If you want to be in Paris right now and you can't afford to go to Paris, go to YouTube, type in Paris visuals, and get on your walking pad and walk around the streets of Paris. I promise you, walking is going to change the game for you. It's very low effort. For me, it really did help with my mental clarity. A lot of times I deal with anxiety really bad, and walking helps me with that because I get to get outside. I'm not in my head. I get to see a little baby blue bird on a tree, and it really just does help. So that is key, is you need to be walking more. And walking isn't just good for burning calories. It helps with blood sugar levels, mental clarity, and honestly, It's therapy without the bill, okay? Every step adds up, so just start moving. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? The way you're gonna lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. There is no negotiating, nothing. You need to be burning more calories than you're consuming. Facts. And a calorie deficit just helps with that. People tend to overcomplicate this calorie deficit. It has a lot of controversy around it, but it's pretty simple once you understand it. To lose 1 pound of fat, you need to burn roughly like 3,500 calories more than you consume. So if your body naturally burns 2,000 calories a day and you eat 1,500 calories, that's a 500 calorie deficit. Over a week, that adds up to 1 pound loss. Combine that with walking and you create a sustainable way to lose weight without starving yourself. And I know that example I gave was 1,500 calories, right? But right now, I'm in an 8-week cut. My macros that I need to hit in order to be in a deficit for my body type and how much I work out, it's 1,900 calories a day, okay? That's what I consume currently in my cut. I have a tracker. I use Macro First. This is not sponsored. They should sponsor me though. But I can show you guys here. So 8-week cut. This is the app. I'm counting all of my calories, everything in here. And like I said, my calorie deficit currently is 1,900 calories. So I track everything to make sure I don't go over that 1,900 calories. And in addition to my deficit, I walk 10,000 steps a day. So my calorie deficit is 1,900 calories, okay? I'm also walking, which burns an additional 400 to 500 calories. So if I make sure I don't go over my deficit and I'm walking, that literally is why I'm losing weight. And make sure you guys are following me on my social media because I'm including all the details in my cut week to week. But you need to find out what your deficit is for your body type. Don't stop this video and be like, okay, 1,900 calories. No, everybody is different. I'm also very active. I work out 5 days a week, okay? I'm also walking every single day. So your deficit isn't gonna look like mine. I will include a free calorie deficit calculator in my description below. And if you are interested, you definitely should do this. Type in what your height is, what your age is, how active you are, and it will tell you what your ideal deficit is. And most of us, including myself, I'm speaking from experience. When I was over 235 pounds, I definitely wasn't in a deficit. I was overly consuming, sometimes upward to 3,000, 4,000 calories a day. And I was like, why am I not losing weight? I don't understand, I'm not losing weight. That's why I wasn't losing weight, because I was over consuming the calories needed for my body and I wasn't burning them off either. So the key to weight loss is a calorie deficit. Now, you do not have to be in a deficit your entire existence, right? I'm currently on an 8-week cut. So what that looks like is for 8 weeks, I'm in a deficit. I'm getting to the goal that I want to get to. After those 8 weeks, I will maintain. That's the thing, you guys. You are in control of your body. I feel like a lot of times, I'm speaking from experience, when I was over 235 pounds, I felt like I had no control over my body. But the truth is I was letting my emotions, my binge eating, just my lack of discipline control my body. But now that I've lost the weight, I've really tapped into, I can really control my body. I am the master of this. And once you really realize that, it's so freaking powerful because you no longer feel helpless. You feel like, okay, I can control what I'm eating, how active I am, and how my physique is going to look. Obviously, there are certain things that are not in your control. If you are a short king or queen, you're probably always going to be a short king or queen. You can't make yourself taller, but you can control your body and how you operate, okay? And once I learned that truth, blew my mind. Another major thing that helped me lose the weight was going sober. I've been sober now for over a year, which is crazy actually, because I actually liked the taste of alcohol. So for me, when I was drinking because I liked the taste. But it just wasn't conducive at all. I was working out pretty consistently, but I would drink on the weekends. I'm talking Friday, I'm talking Saturday, I'm talking maybe a brunch on Sunday, right? And then I'll be like, I don't understand. I've been in the gym. Why am I not losing weight? That's how I sounded. And it's because one of the worst things you can do is drink your calories. Now, I know a lot of you guys in the comments are going to be like, oh, well, there are low calorie drinks like vodka soda. It's low calorie. Sure. If you're drinking a vodka and a seltzer water, sure, that could be low calories. But what happens when you drink, if you're being honest? You tend to feel a buzz, you're feeling good, and then you want a snack. You want a snack, okay? And when you're drinking that low calorie vodka soda, and then it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you want some Taco Bell, that's not conducive to your goals, okay? Alcohol in general, it's literally poison. There is no like nutritional value in it at all. And when I cut out alcohol, I saw significant changes for my mental health as well. And I'm getting older, you guys. I'm in my 30s now. And if you are in your 20s watching this and you're like, I'm not done drinking, look, find your own path, do your own journey, okay? I was drinking in my 20s too. But something happens when you hit 30. And I don't know about for y'all, but for me, it was getting to the point where even wine was affecting me differently. Wine! I used to be able to drink wine like nobody's business. But all of a sudden, hangovers got worse. The recovery, it would take me an entire day to recover. And I'm not even talking about binge drinking. I'm talking about having 2 glasses of wine. And I just wouldn't feel good. It would take me out for the entire day. So for me personally, alcohol just wasn't conducive for my goals and how I pictured my physique. Not only is it just full of empty calories, but it also messes with your sleep, recovery, and your decision making. When I stopped drinking, I saw my energy levels skyrocket, okay? My workouts improved and I stopped sabotaging my progress on the weekends. If I do go out now, I stick to sparkling water with lime. It's a game changer. Another thing worth mentioning is the power of progressive overload, okay? And here's the truth. Just doing cardio to lose weight isn't the most sustainable. Strength training is where it's at, and the key to being successful is progressive overload. I know you guys have seen people who are extremely thin, but they look frail and they look weak. And you know why? Because they don't have any muscle on them, okay? Strength training helps you build muscle. And as we continue to get older, you having more muscle mass is going to be crucial. That's going to lead to you not being all frail and weak. And as we really get older, more injuries. Have you ever seen the elderly person who's super frail and then they fall and they break their hip because they don't have muscle on them? They had never lifted weights in their life. And that could be your reality if you continue to just walk past the weight room. And to all my girlies who are like, I don't want to look masculine, lifting weights makes you look manly. Okay, this is me, 235 pounds, not consistently weightlifting at all, definitely not doing progressive overload, all right? This is me now. I'm in a cut right now, so my weight is fluctuating. I'm around 171 right now. Do I look masculine to you? Okay. This is what weightlifting does, okay? It creates muscles. It creates leaning you out, and you are strong. There is nothing more attractive than a strong boss ass woman, okay? This is me doing pull-ups, lifting up my body weight at 170 something pounds, okay? Pull-ups. Do you know how hard it is to do pull-ups? That's sexy. Look at my back. Look at the back. That is what weightlifting does, okay? So I'm sick and tired of all the people being like, I don't want to look like a man. You're not. You're going to look like a freaking woman, okay? And all the ladies who are professional bodybuilders who you think are looking highly masculine, that is their life, okay? They train every day of every second of their life. You're not going to look like them. You lifting weights 4 to 5 days a week, you're not going to look like that, okay? Progressive overload means gradually increasing the weight, reps, or intensity over time. When I started, I couldn't even do a push-up, okay? Now I'm bench pressing more than I ever thought possible. Strength training not only burns calories, but also sculpts your body. Plus, the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest. Another key thing that helped with my 60-pound weight loss is treating protein as a non-negotiable, okay? You know how when you're dating, and you have non-negotiables for your partner, they have to be fit or they have to make six figures, whatever your non-negotiable is, you need to start having that same non-negotiable towards protein. A lot of us girlies, I'm not gonna name no names, but you know who you are. You're not eating enough protein. And then you're wondering why you're not losing weight. You're wondering why you're hungry all the time. You need to be eating protein, okay? I didn't want to yell at you, but someone has to let you know. And I've let you know. You need more protein. Protein is the MVP of weight loss, okay? It keeps you full, helps your muscles recover, and even boosts your metabolism, you guys. I aim for about 1 gram of protein per pound for my target body weight. Here are my go-to protein sources, okay? Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. It's gonna get you right every single time. Lean meats, chicken breasts, chicken thighs, turkey, tuna, okay? Protein shakes for the win. They're quick and they're easy. Throw some fruit in them, you're good to go. When I started eating more protein, it literally just changed everything for me. For one, I wasn't as hungry. I'm like a snacker by nature. I love to snack. I rather snack sometimes than eat a full meal, okay? So with protein, I am satiated. I am no longer hungry and I don't feel the need to snack. That's a huge win for protein. It keeps you fuller for a longer period of time so you can have less meals that are high in protein. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Like I said, you guys know now that I'm currently in a cut. So I'm gonna show you what I did yesterday because I went over my protein goal yesterday. So this is the app, Macro First, that I use. Like I said, this is not sponsored. I'm just trying to help y'all out. Okay, but Macro, you watching this, holla at your girl. Okay? So look, so this is what my tracker is. As you see, 150 grams of protein is my goal for the day, and I hit that yesterday. So I'm gonna show you guys what I ate for that day to hit the goal. So for breakfast, I had a protein bar. That was 21 grams of protein. I had some bacon, which totaled around 5 slices, 18 grams of protein. I had 4 eggs, 24 grams of protein. I had a half of a Dave's bagel, which is like a protein bagel. I only had half. I don't eat the whole bagel. That's a lot of carbs. So that was 6 grams of protein. So that was all for breakfast. Okay. So for breakfast, I had 68 grams of protein. 68. Okay. And I was satiated until dinner. Okay. I did have a snack. In between that, I had, you know, those Yasso Greek yogurt treats. They're kind of like ice cream, but it's frozen yogurt, so it's healthier. That was 6 grams of protein. And then I had some dark chocolate almonds, which were only 3 grams of protein. So for my snack, I only had like 9 grams of protein, but they were just a snack. Okay. But I was satiated from that 68 grams of protein for breakfast. So for dinner, I had wings, which were around 70. I had 7 wings, you guys. 7 wings. And I track everything. I have a scale. I have the app. I'm tracking everything. Look at dinner. 70 grams of protein for 7 wings. And then I had some potatoes with some mushrooms and some vegetables, okay? So I hit 150 grams of protein yesterday. And I was satiated. I was good. I wasn't hungry. And I stayed within my cut, which was 1940 calories. It's possible, you guys. You need to be eating more protein. A lot of you guys, I've been seeing the get ready with me's in the morning for breakfast, and you just have 2 eggs and a green juice, and you're like, I ate my protein. No, girl. No. That's not enough protein, okay? So what you need to do is use the calculator for free. I have it in the description below, and it's going to track what your macros are, what your deficit is, and how much protein you should be eating. And I challenge you guys, even if it's just for a week, to track what you're eating for a week. Because I think a lot of you guys are going to have a slice of humble pie and realize that you're overeating, that you're barely hitting any protein, and it may provide you some clarity on why you're not getting to your goals. Humor me. Try it for a week. Tell me I'm wrong. Come back after you try it for a week, because I want to know. Another thing that I have to talk about, and a lot of you guys, this is where most people struggle, right? And it's the power of consistency. I didn't lose 60 pounds within a year by being sporadic, okay? I show up day after day, week after week, month after month, and that is where a lot of people struggle, and I get it. It's hard. It's hard. I'm not going to pretend like it's easy. But this journey isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, okay? If you slip up, just don't quit. Keep showing up even when it's hard. If I can lose 60 pounds in a year by following these steps, so can you. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life completely change. You are capable, okay, of becoming the best version of yourself. If I can do it, you can do it, okay? I am nothing special. There is nothing extraordinary about me, okay? But, one thing that I am really freaking amazing at is showing up for myself, okay? Being consistent, developing discipline. And I have goals and a vision for myself that even on my worst days, right? I know that I can show up as her. And I know it's not easy, and I get discouraged just like you guys. Like, I'm going through a rough patch right now in my life. But I know that the dream life that I desire is on the other side of being consistent. Think about all the things that you have passions for, things that you want to accomplish, but you stopped and you never got to see what could happen. What would have happened if you would have been consistent with it? And I think that I understand it's very challenging. I know a lot of us have a lot of things going on, and a lot of us feel like, hey, I have been consistent for 2 years and nothing's happened yet, right? I think that's a very real thing. So I'm not trying to not acknowledge those feelings. But what if year 3 was the year, right? What if the next year was the year? And it's like, that's the thing about consistency. You don't know. And I think it's about showing up for yourself even when it looks like no one's watching, even when it looks like nobody cares. It's about doing it for you. Because when you are being consistent, you are literally just honoring yourself and you're showing yourself that you are worthy. And I think for me, I usually end up getting everything I want. And it's usually never when I want it. But because I am consistent and I keep showing up, I eventually do get it. This YouTube channel, for example, okay, it's about a year old. And I went to a conference with Think Media. I had my job paid for it because I was like, look, they need to figure this out. This is the old job I had. And I went to this conference and I was like, I want to be on YouTube. I know I do. I want to be consistent, but I wasn't consistent. I was posting once a month, maybe. Sometimes I would skip 2 months in a row, whatever. I wasn't consistent. But I went to this conference, and at this conference, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Because I'm surrounded by all these other YouTubers and people who are on similar paths as mine. And since that conference, I've been consistent. You can look at my videos. I have not missed a video every week, right? The first couple of weeks, nothing happened. Same old, no views, nobody was really watching. But I kept showing up. Then a regular video I made blew up, okay? And it literally got me monetized. One video. And you know why that happened? Because I was consistent. Same thing with my body. I was consistent. I lost 60 pounds in a year by being consistent. And I say that to say you can too. I promise you, everything that you've ever desired in your life is on the other side of consistency. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so grateful for my YouTube community, and I would really love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you're currently on a weight loss journey and you'd be interested in like a community where we can all kind of support each other, let me know. I'm thinking about creating something like that, but I just don't know if the interest is there. So Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you guys are following me on my social media. I will include all the links to my social handles. I will include the link to the macro calculator so you can start calculating your macros and what your protein intake is in the description below. I will also include the app I use to track my macros for my weight loss journey during my cut. I post a lot on my social, and you can really see that I am really about this fit life. And I think that you can find comfort in that, knowing that I really am giving you guys tips that I actually follow every day of my life. So I hope you guys have a great day and you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you like this video, you comment, you like, you subscribe. It lets YouTube know that, hey, I like this video. All right. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.